Is Genosha and Genovia the same thing? Or are they like
No.
neighbors?
What's Genovia?
Oh my God.
Is
That's
that like
that's the
Doctor
fictional
Doom?
place that Anne Hathaway is the ruler of in the Princess Diaries.
Oh. Well, what am I thinking of? Doctor Doom's country, isn't that Genovia or something?
No, that's Latveria. That's
Latveria.
Eastern
Oh,
European.
never mind.
I
Never
love,
mind.
love, love that you got those two mixed up, though. I think we should get Julie Andrews and Anne Hathaway directly into the
Not the way
Yeah.
it
MCU.
is Doctor Doom.
Jamie, can we pipe them in? Do we have them?
Oh
Are
yeah,
they
okay.
on the line?
Raise man.
So yeah, we're discussing X-Men, the cartoon from the 90s. We're discussing Sanctuary Part 1 and 2 from October 1995.
When Wolverine does Xanax.
Yes, that's the way to
Oh, I
tie
thought
it
we were
in.
talking about Xanax men.
That's
I
actually
took the wrong
my
trip.
drug-fueled X-Men drag show that I'm going to be putting on.
Hell yeah.
Love it. I mean, that actually should happen.
Right? I'm
Yeah, that's
just going to
really
say,
good
wait a
idea.
second.
I'm sure there's like a million people that are really good at Storm.
Ooh.
I'll wait for you, James.
Right. So, part one was written by Stephen Melching, who's written a couple other episodes that we have gone over that I forgot, but one or two fans probably remember, and they're like, "How can you not remember?" And it's like, "Oh, we do these months apart." And yeah. So, anyway, it aired October 21st, 1995, and it starts with Magneto kidnapping some astronauts and busting into the UN and just being like, "Motherfuckers,
Here I am.
I'm here to break shit."
Oh,
This story is an adaptation of like the millions selling X-Men #1, the biggest comic book of all time. Like the beginning part of it is Magneto coming back after like a disappearance and a number of years just as kind of a pseudo good guy. So most of the 80s being kind of awesome
mhm.
and leading the X-Men at times. And that stuff will get adapted later on in X-Men 97, but for now we're doing the bad guy Magneto.
Mm.
Magnetus.
And
Magnus.
yeah, I feel like the budget on these episodes is like twice as big as some of the other budgets because there's some really, really good animation in here, like
Mhm.
really detailed space shots. The Magneto close-ups through the whole two-parter are like super iconic and feel like the 1992 video game that everyone played on the BC ferries.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
But that's also the same
everyone.
story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So this is like a really iconic thing. This could have been the story of the first episode as well, and it might have been it would have been pretty dynamic. Um, so yeah, let's get into it.
I have two questions first.
No, yes,
When, like, okay, I thought he was called Eric, and then he was also called Magnus. But do they go back and forth calling him Eric sometimes, or is it always Magnus? Am I just confused?
At first it was Magnus, then Magnus became revealed to be his middle name,
Yeah.
and his name became Eric around this time in the comics, like after the first episode of the cartoon had aired, and between this point, so like between 92 and 95, they decided his name is Eric. Then I think around 2000, late 2000s, they actually decided that his name is Max Eisenhart. So he's
Oh,
Max Eisenhart now,
I thought he was Eric
Oh,
Lesher.
Not Eric Magnus Lencher, because that's just a German sounding name. They wanted to make it more, I guess,
Ah,
historically Jewish sounding because
das German.
it's important that Magneto was Jewish, right? So
hmm.
he's Max Eisenhart now. I bet there will be some weird ass scene in Avengers 5 where they reveal that his name is not Eric, that it's actually Max Eisenhart. And everyone will be confused, but the Marvel fans will be like, "Yay, it makes sense."
Yeah, Marvel fans are known for going yay when something
That's so true.
happens.
Hey, the most important, like the unifying feature of Marvel that we know is making fun of the thing that brought you to the theater, right?
Yeah.
Like making fun of Dr. Octopus's name in
hmm
Spider-Man 3, even though the whole exciting point of that movie was that Dr. Octopus was in it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Gotta piss on the fans. That's the Marvel way.
Yeah.
It's canon.
Mhm.
None.
Please hire me.
The other question, is Genosha like a Soviet satellite former republic, or is it like Israel? Like, what is Genosha?
I
My
think
take on it is that it is like a South Asian country that was just willing to be bought and
Mhm.
was purchased by hard right-wing fascists that want to exploit people.
yeah, I think you had the right idea with the Israel comparison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Israel's
It's
very,
definitely an ethno state
yeah.
that was purchased for money.
There's rules that are different. Like mutants have less rights in
Yeah.
Genosha.
Hmm.
I really like that we got to come back to the Genosha and just see this. Like we'll get to the drag out fight, but it's big. It's like the centerpiece of the episode is this big battle between Magneto's mutants and the Genoshan army, which has been built since the middle of the first season.
Yeah.
Really well. I think that Genosha is maybe one of the areas that they should be exploring in the new Marvel movies because
Agreed.
the idea of a country where the rules are really fucked up and mutants are exploited and you're combining the underdog myth with the oppressor.
Yeah.
All of that stuff
Oh,
is really relevant and they should really get on that bitch. And so
So,
I'm gonna go out and admit like if you've been just following along and just watching ones here and there, like this is an episode you should watch. Go watch this before you listen to the podcast.
pause
Back.
this podcast right now.
This is one of the more important canon events, I think, in the whole series. Personally.
also,
We'll
was
get there.
Black Panther just hanging out watching stuff in this episode on the mountain?
Yeah.
hmm
What was up with that?
Black Panther exists. Wakanda exists. We're living in a fully developed Marvel universe. Like the Avengers are also happening as this happens. Uh, Black Panther will show up again.
Huh.
In
He
Avengers Apocalypse.
no, he'll show up again in this season of X-Men. We're in season 4 now.
Hmm.
He doesn't have voices. He doesn't have lines, but this is another situation where the writers have just like said this is what you should draw, and the animators just knew to draw Black Panther.
Hmm.
But we'll see him again. They keep referencing him. There's been a lot of love and a lot of pull and push to get Black Panther made. Like when they originally wanted to make Avengers, they wanted to have Shang-Chi and Black Panther be part of that. Like Kevin Feige has always felt like those two characters should have been involved from the beginning.
Hmm.
Yeah, it just like the people making the decisions were a bunch of crusty old dudes in New York that wanted to keep everything very white and male centered. So they said no to a Black Widow movie. They said yes to her being in the Avengers, but no movie.
Hmm.
And they said like no Shang-Chi and you gotta wait on Black Panther.
We eventually got the Black Widow movie, unfortunately.
Yeah, way too late.
I thought it was really
It
good. I don't know.
it gave us Florence Pugh,
It's a
which
decent
is
movie. I don't think the third act is very good. Like the final battle is not well animated and it doesn't really feel like a culmination of the themes of the movie to me. Uh but like the first half of the movie is good and the new Florence Pugh, did I pronounce it right?
Yep.
Thank God. The new Florence Pugh Black Widow is great and maybe arguably better than the Scarlett Johansson Black Widow
no
because there's
doubt.
just more meat on her.
Mhm.
Um She's a really complex character. I thought the Thunderbolts this year was the best Marvel movie and the best one in a while. Like
Gonna blow your mind when I tell you when that movie came out. It is not this year, that's for
it
sure.
was in the last 12 months.
I
I'm technically correctish. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just glad there's only one Marvel movie. Oh, no, there's two. There's never just one Marvel movie. There's always gonna be two. It's like fucking
Yeah, May
folklore.
2025.
That's it. Back to Genovia.
Yeah,
Okay.
So Julie Christie, aka Professor Xavier, is watching Magneto give this speech to the UN when he's saying like, "Hey, I've established this living space on an asteroid. Fuck you guys. We don't have to be part of your game anymore. All mutants come and live with me on this asteroid." He's been kidnapping all of these cosmonauts and astronauts to help him build this habitat in space. And isn't it great? It's the first of many times. Actually, I don't know. I don't think this is the first time he's actually had an asteroid in space, even. But it's the first time it's been like proposed as a mutant government of its own kind.
Right.
We'll also see that a few other times. We'll see it later in the series. For a while, I think the X-Men colonized the moon and had a base on the moon for a while, like a good decade or so of the X-Men living on the moon and going to Earth to fight their battles. But I guess, I don't know, could Nightcrawler teleport them to Earth? He can see it all the time.
Yeah,
Because Nightcrawler's got to have a line of sight on when he's teleporting to.
that's
the
right.
rules.
That's right.
Yeah.
You mean he can bamf them to Earth?
Okay.
Yep. That's technically correct.
Yes.
What?
The best kind of correct.
The best kind of correct.
Um, so Professor X watches Magneto's speech and he's sad. He thinks that he failed in his mission to bring humanity and mutants together. Which, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
Xavier is representing the liberal idea that you can make it all work for everybody. You can make people that want to be rich get along just fine with people that they want to take wealth and resources from.
No.
And that's, yeah.
No.
There's
So,
a third way, X-Men. The center left.
precisely. So that's cool that that even this cartoon is kind of addressing the fact that maybe Xavier's dream is not 100% right. Gambit is also thinking, oh, maybe the dream isn't right. Maybe this is more appealing. Maybe the X-Men aren't making a whole lot of progress toward their goal, you know? They do just end up fighting with people on TV a lot.
Mhm.
The professor talks with President Kelly, who's worried about Magneto and doesn't understand his intentions.
Which, fair enough. I mean, he's been pretty bad up to this point.
Yeah, Magneto's been trying to kill people for a long time on Earth, and I think he probably has gotten away with killing a couple people. They just don't mention it. They just squeeze around consequences a lot. But I feel like we're living in a world where people are dying in this conflict.
Hmm.
So Professor X, Beast, and Gambit head off to meet with Magneto. We get like a weirdly truncated, smaller cast for a
Yeah.
two-parter. Like you'd feel like it being a two-parter that everybody that wasn't involved with lines would still be hanging out in the background, but no, they're not. We just get a smaller X-Men of Gambit, Rogue, Wolverine, Beast, Xavier. Is that it?
I think so.
Yeah, it's
Storm
a
wasn't
small
there.
team. Um, it's really weird that Jean is not around at all. Maybe she's just healing. Maybe Cyclops is dealing with her healing a lot. But she hasn't been in shit all since the Dark Phoenix saga. Like
No, she's
several,
she's recovering.
yeah. But like no Storm. It doesn't feel as natural as like in Orphan's End when it's just Cyclops and Storm, right? Like that's okay. Two makes sense. Everyone else is just off doing something else. And here
Mhm.
we're having an adventure with just two X-Men. That's cool. But this is just like exactly half of the team. Where's everyone else? Why is no one else dealing with this big thing? So that kind of like stood out for me this time through as feeling a little bit like a weird budget decision that didn't need to be made
Well, because
because you could just be throwing these characters can just be running around in the background.
like you said, like this felt like a higher budget one because of the aesthetics of it, but
Yeah.
not the cast. Like, why not just have some more folks in there? It's as easy as drawing them in.
Yeah, they're like, oh no, if we have to draw that fucker Cyclops, another fucking $100,000. Storm, I get Storm not being in this story
Yes.
because
It
as we've discussed many times, Storm just comes in and the game is over because she's the most powerful.
Mhm.
very much a Captain Marvel scenario. Like,
Also, though, Storm can't really do much in space. Like, you can't, there's no weather in space.
Yeah, like I get her not being in the second episode. That makes perfect sense.
Hmm.
But the first episode, like she should be in the Genosha stuff,
Hmm.
right? And I don't think it would even change the outcome of that.
No.
I'm on vacation, X-Men, getting my groove back.
The way to exhale. Okay, so before we go on, the thing I was forgetting was to jump into the time machine, which Waiting to Exhale reminded me of. The number one song the weekends that this show came out, October 21st and 28th, 1985, was Fantasy by Mariah Carey. It was on like an eight
Uh,
show run.
Hell yeah.
Your fave.
my literal favorite.
Yeah.
She is everything to me.
Uh, the first weekend of the first weekend this was out, Get Shorty came out,
Twelve
big hit,
million dollars?
which in today money is like $25 million.
What the
A
hell?
huge opening for a
That movie
comedy.
is not good.
I've never seen it.
Mm.
Never been. I saw Be Cool, and someone said, "Oh, this is pretty much exactly the same as Get Shorty, but not as funny." And I was like, "Well, the only parts of Be Cool that I even like are the parts that aren't in the first movie. I like Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn and The Rock.
Like their parts in that. That should just be memes today because it's gold."
In fairness, Uma Thurman in that movie is great. But hey, fun fact, they just did this movie for a throwback on how did this get made this week.
Oh, Jade.
That's the episode.
They're pointing at Jade
By
on
the way,
Box
this is
Office
a visual
Mojo.
medium.
Even with a visual medium, you're just like
Man, yeah.
reaching across the screen to point at nothing and saying this.
The movie is Jade, and it is great.
I want you to be like David Caruso in Jade. It's a line from Knocked Up.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, when he's trying to like we need you to get laid or something.
Oh,
This weekend
Do
is
you want
notable
me to be
for
interested?
number 16.
well, Showgirls had been out for a while. This is like the fifth week of Showgirls, so it's not a notable weekend for Showgirls.
Always.
It's actually the weekend that it got his legs cut out. Got lost 500 theaters that week.
It got pushed down the stairs that weekend.
Precisely. No. The number 13 movie debuting with $1 million was Mallrats. And that is probably the most monumental film of the week.
Batman Forever.
Influential for sure.
Batman
Forever was out. The bold movies are the ones that have just come out for the first time. Batman Forever was in theaters still. So was Braveheart, Casper, Usual Suspects, Apollo 13.
Yeah.
Strange Days was flopping. Great movie though.
The
We
Big
just
Green.
didn't know what we had,
The Scarlet Letter. One of the least accurate
Oh yeah.
literature.
The natives come in and save Hester Prynne at the end. It's the most insane shit you've ever heard in your life. It's emphatically the opposite of the book.
She takes so many baths.
Oh well, that's fine. That sounds interesting. But like that, just the fact that they changed the ending so that the natives saved them instead of them dying like it's supposed to, like is the whole fucking point. Like, what does it say that like the middle of season 3 or whatever of what's the Elizabeth Moss show, the science fiction one? In His Name.
Handmaid's Tale?
Yeah.
Handmaid's Tale does a better adaptation of the Scarlet Letter in the middle of it, right? Like Sydney Sweeney's storyline is just the Scarlet Letter grafted into the Handmaid's Tale. Handmaid's Tale, great show. I know it's uncomfortable, but watch it. That said, I haven't seen the final season because it's just so uncomfortable. Okay, so Get Shorty was in its first week, and then what was the number one movie the next weekend? Still Get Shorty.
Powder.
No, Powder lost.
No, Powder won. Powder's there, and it's happening.
I mean, Powder did a whole lot better in its 1,600 theaters than Vampire in Brooklyn did. Like, Powder made 100,000 more than Vampire in Brooklyn, which made 7 million, but in 800 more theaters. That was a big old Eddie Murphy flop. That was a whole lot of people being like, "No, Eddie Murphy, don't make a horror movie now. Don't." It was a good movie. Isn't Angela Bassett in it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that movie. It's really fun, but nobody wanted it. Nobody wanted to.
And I love Powder. I think he was a fun, family-friendly movie for everyone.
You loved Powder from like 2003 to 2019 or so?
That's crazy. It's true, but it's crazy.
Fun fact, the director of Powder is a pedophile.
Oh, that's not a fun fact at all. Holy shit.
Sorry, I forgot which podcast we were talking about here.
Oh, right.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Yeah, this is not Shutter Island, buddy.
Right.
Wow.
That was very well played.
Well, but check out our other show, Shutter Island, which is going to be rolling out by the time this episode comes out, where we discuss movies that are adjacent to the Epstein fucking fiasco.
In case you're looking for something light.
Ooh, also debuting in limited release this weekend is Mighty Aphrodite, a movie that
Wow.
has aged super horribly. Although Mira Sorvino is great and did deserve the
I was
Oscar.
gonna say Mira Sorvino actually has aged great, but
The only part of that
that's
movie that
next.
has aged well, yeah.
Mira Sorvino of Sound of Freedom.
Yeah.
Professor X, Beast, and Gambit, this aforementioned small X-Men team, head off to meet with Magneto, who they find preparing to send a batch of
Branch.
Professor X, Beast, and Gambit head off to meet with Magneto, who they find preparing to send a batch of mutants up to the asteroid. They're in these like large ships with a huge bottom bell sections and then a smaller tower on top of them that are really visually distinctive.
Mhm.
Wonder where he got them from? No. Magneto joins the group as they travel to Genosha, and they free all the mutants there. And like the whole Genosian army is there in this big fucking field. They have this knockdown, drag out fight, and the trio of X-Men are just kind of like, "Oh shit, this is crazy."
The mutants are still captured and used for slave
Yeah,
labor.
Magneto's got his acolytes, which are all wearing this very uniform outfit with like a red M on purple.
There's a big armband. Oh no, never mind. Sorry, wrong uniform.
It's meant to evoke that though, for sure. It's very nazi. They're all following orders. They're all brand new characters that we've never seen before, and that's how it was in the comics too. There was um eventually I think Colossus joined them. So him in that outfit was like a visually striking thing for a while. But largely they're introducing new characters so they can kind of define them. Like, but I think Amelia Vo had been around before. I think we'd seen her in the comic books before she showed up. But just a whole bunch of just like, oh, here's this person wearing this suit and he's got a white mustache and long white hair.
That guy was hilarious.
He was pretty funny. But you
It
don't get any
reminded me of
character creation.
Fabian.
remember Gentlemen Broncos, that movie?
No, I still haven't seen Gentlemen Broncos, and I actually had this epiphany while watching what is it? What's that movie called? Like
Good luck, have fun, don't die.
that movie. I like him a lot in Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. I think that's his best movie, maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's
you know
the one that
that
stood out to me.
I really like the prequel to that one, which is Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, starring Lindsay
Mm.
Lohan.
I thought you were gonna say Confessions of a Sociopathic Social Climber starring Jennifer Love Hewitt.
No, that's the sequel.
Isn't it? Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I saw Jennifer Love Hewitt on the streets of Victoria filming that one.
Nice.
Yeah, she was like wearing a bathrobe, and I was like, "Whoa, that incredibly good-looking movie woman is wearing a bathrobe in public." And then I was like, "Oh, this is a movie set I'm walking by. Okay, this is fine."
Mm.
It was a really weird experience. I just bought a cell phone. It was like the most like it was like, "Oh, I bought a cell phone and I instantly had something happen to me that was worth calling someone to talk to about." It's like, "Oh, this just happened to me. This is crazy." Yeah.
This was what I was looking at on Instagram. It's the
My friend Preston also eats her out wearing a bunny outfit wearing that. So shout out Preston Cook.
perfect.
Mhm.
The what I was looking at on Instagram, it's our long-standing making fun of Diane Warren. She's making a song with Audrey McGraw, and she she said she's like, yeah, the last time I saw her, I was making a song with her mom while she was pregnant with her. And I was like, oh, you've been doing this for too long, lady. Like it's
So for the audience, because they just refer to our personal history as lore, Diane Warren, famously nominated for 19 Oscars, has never won, and we just think that's very funny and constantly bring it up whenever we could possibly reference the fact that Diane Warren still like she has won an Oscar in heart. If anyone deserves a lifetime achievement award, like I think she's got like the rest of the EGOT. I think she's got a couple of the
she's
other.
got a Tony.
Def-
She's absolutely got a Tony.
yeah, I think she has a Grammy too.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's definitely got a
Yeah,
Grammy.
right?
But it's that Oscar she wants, and I think it's because she wants it so bad.
And just keeps trying so bad.
And like she year after year she tries, she writes a song for that purpose. And that's why she can't do it. Because they didn't write Golden to win an Oscar.
No,
Yeah.
they didn't know that was in the realm of possibility for that film.
Nope.
I also
That
think
song
it's
is
that
powerful though.
producers with aspirations of at least getting a nomination for an Oscar will take their like very well funded movie to her and be like, "Here, Diane Warren, here's $2 million maybe to write a song,
Why don't you give us a little ditty there, Miss Warren?
and it'll probably be
Yeah.
good."
It
It's
is,
not like the movie. The music's not bad. That's the other thing.
she is very talented, I think. I've never heard her before.
It's always a collab.
It's she's never sung the song, she just writes them, so I don't know if she's any good, but she's got a wicked pen.
Hmm.
I mean, have we heard Max Martin? Why are women the ones who have to qualify that they can't sing? Because male songwriters never have to fucking sing.
Or they can
I
sing
don't
like
think
Bob
we've ever
Dylan and
seen
Tom
Max Martin
Waits,
in
and it's
public.
fine.
That's also a thing.
Yeah.
I have no idea what he looks like.
No. Swedish.
Yeah, so vaguely I do.
Yeah. I've got like a 70% idea of what he looks like in my head just by
He
him
looks like
being a
somewhat like
Swedish
Stellan Skarsgård, a little bit.
guy.
Mhm.
When he was producing Britney, he was Alexander. Now he's Stellan.
Exactly. So, big battle with Genosians. Sentinels are brought out to the fight, but boom, the mutants win. After the fight, Fabian Cortez suggests that all the mutants, the humans, should be murdered, but Magneto releases them and says, "Everyone come with me of your own free will." And we see that we don't really see Cortez fighting, but we see Cortez kind of charging up Magneto, like funneling energy into him, and he's actually like increasing the amount of energy that he has in his
It's
powers.
like a battery pack.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. So that's kind of an interesting power set. Once
He's
you're
kind
on
of like Xanax if you think about it.
know, yeah.
I don't
I'm not gonna think about it too
don't think
hard.
it's
Because he's like, Magneto, you need me. You need
oh,
me. Now I'm gonna take everything away from
okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
you. You know
All
what I mean?
right.
Yeah. It's fair. It's fair.
Now they got Lil Peep.
Right?
All right.
So they get to Asteroid M, and Magneto immediately has to deal with a laser satellite attack. And he gets real pissed off, and he blows up a whole bunch of stuff. They have a huge arsenal. I think they've stolen a bunch of the UN's missile. Um,
Why
but
do they not
then
have missiles?
White Mustache Guy points out that the attack on them was actually initiated by one of their own missiles being fired
Dun, dun,
on the down low.
dun.
Meanwhile, Professor Xavier meets up with his ex-girlfriend Amelia Vo, who they used to hang out before. Beast gives us the whole lowdown on their relationship.
She
Sounds
was his nurse.
yeah, yeah. She was his nurse when he got paralyzed
Amelia Voigt.
and
Married
nursed
to
him back
John.
to health. But she left when he wanted to create the X-Men because she didn't agree with his vision.
Hmm.
And she actually kind of takes him down, rips him apart for his philosophies, and talks about how there's all this negative attention brought onto the X-Men. Because, like, I could see how mutants just trying to live their own lives, they see the X-Men on TV as the consistent thing, right? Because the X-Men are always saving people, but
Yeah.
they're also the consistently associated with the negative shit and all the attention that's being brought on them, and the reason why they have to live under cover, you know?
Hmm.
Yep, I have no idea what that's like being a trans person.
Yeah, in this world where every fucking week some government body is taking away more rights from trans and LGBTQ people just for the cruelty of it.
Guess I'm not going to Iowa anytime soon.
I mean, you were never
I don't
going
think
to
you're missing
Iowa,
much.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
I was. Maybe I was gonna go.
but that's
all
irrelevant
to Iowa.
to the fact that like people should have rights there, and there's a whole bunch of queer people in Iowa that deserve to live just without harassment. All the fucking suddenly all these women's genitals need to be examined by male
Yeah, who's
officials.
gonna do that? If anyone, I feel like that is a job that needs to be assigned, but you should let people apply, and everyone who applies goes directly to jail. If you apply to stare at a
To be a
woman's
female body inspector?
hundo,
Yeah.
hundo, leave it open, let anybody apply. Every time you apply, you go straight to jail. Undercooked fish, straight to jail. Straight to jail. Overcooked chicken, weirdly enough, straight to jail.
Yeah, no, those rules apply. So Magneto knows that Cortez fired the missile because he's aware that Cortez is really hot and wants to kill everybody. But Cortez reveals that he's actually been providing like the structural integrity for Magneto. Magneto's actually used up all of his energy himself, and what Cortez is doing is kind of like keeping him together. So Magneto basically starts to
Just
dematerialize or something. It's pretty vague. It looks cool. You should ride along with it.
It's the same effect that happens in like Back to the Future when they start like
when they
having
start
things
not existing
That's a
disappearing,
anymore.
great
like their
description of
arms
what
and
it
stuff
looks like. Yeah,
disappearing.
it's
Yeah,
fading in and out of existence. There's
yeah.
kind of like Halo-y vibes about him. Um, so then he throws him into like an escape pod of some kind and kicks him into space, and then blames the X-Men for assassinating Magneto. Dun dun
Dun
dun. We
dun
have to
dun.
be continued. That's the end of part one. How do we feel about this one, guys?
I really liked it.
Mm.
Mhm.
I like this one. I had a lot of fun with it. I'm a big fan of Magneto in the kind of driver's seat of it all.
Yeah,
Um,
he is the character with all the agency for
yeah,
stuff.
like
So
I really like that sort of dynamic. I always like Magneto as a character. I think Cortez is an insane character. And
but a believable one.
Neil Young wrote a great
completely.
song
Guy that
about it.
ruins it for everybody.
And I'm a big fan of Magneto getting shot into space because he is dematerializing.
Pretty crazy
They're
shit.
like, hey man, you're fading from existence. We gotta get you the fuck out of here.
Okay, man, what did you think of Sanctuary Part One?
I thought it was great. The storytelling was great, and the only issue I had was a little bit of inconsistencies with some of the animation. Like every once in a while, a close up of a face would just look all like messed up. But overall, really good. Good
But
story.
kind of anime messed up, where it's like lots of detail, and I think it was intentional, or
I
just
don't know. It just seemed like people's noses were messed up and their faces were kind of
see,
distorted. Like
they,
it just
they didn't pull it all off.
made it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like most of it was good. Like the space stuff was cool. Like the effects were good. Like it just, it was fine. I'm just being picky. It was great.
It's good to be picky. We're here to be critical. Um, Yeah, I like that it combined the space action that I enjoy and also all of the politics, like all of the politics of it. Magneto's politics, the Genosha stuff, the President Kelly, all the elements that have been built up all came together in this story. So I really liked that that aspect of the first part of it. Like Mike was talking in the previous episode, how some of the space stuff kind of took him out of it because it wasn't really tapped into the overall mutants versus humans theme that he really liked. But I think this one puts it all together in a neat bow. So I give it a nine.
Mhm.
I agree.
Nine?
9.
9.6.
Nine. Okay. Cool. Um, let's move on to part two, which was written by Jeff Saylor, aired on October 28th, 1995.
Sailors. Hello. After being blamed for killing Magneto by Fabian Cortez, the X-Men are being chased by the fooled acolytes and mutants aboard Asteroid M. Gambit holds off the acolytes while his teammates escape onto a shuttle and make it back to Earth with the cosmonauts. Xavier senses Magneto phasing in and out of existence as their ships enter the atmosphere. He's like, "Oh man, my husband keeps almost disappearing."
Yeah, and they have that psychic link like Jean and Cyclops did.
Yeah, that psychic link that happens when you've been inside of each other.
I mean, yeah, I think that's the science of it.
Rogue worries Gambit has abandoned them, but Professor X reassures her that Gambit is not dead. He has just been taken prisoner. Beast says they can go back up to the asteroid when he has finished putting some Shi'ar technology onto the Blackbird. The X-Men hold a funeral for Magneto, Xavier explicitly mentioning Magneto wouldn't want a funeral, and then set off to rescue Gambit.
It's a really bad funeral.
Like, really, really bad.
kind of like immediately just feels like we're getting told more of what happened than seeing things happening.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like the first time I watched this episode, it just slid by and it was suddenly over, and I was like, "Oh wait, I tuned right out of this."
Back on Asteroid M, Cortez assumed command of the base. Cortez issues a threat to Earth, and Amelia Vo, suspicious of her new leader, starts investigating if the X-Men are really guilty of killing Magneto. She finds that the security tape for the time of Magneto's supposed killing is missing. She also interrupts Cortez, torturing Gambit, which mortifies her. Mortifies her.
People are gonna be like, "Oh, you're
Yes.
like, don't over."
I forget that I'm on video sometimes, and I'm like, oh, right, people can
Yeah,
see me
you
doing all
just
this.
move the text to be easier to read.
Thank you. Meanwhile, the X-Men, decked out in snazzy toyetic new costumes, and the Shi'ar-modified Blackbird reach the asteroid. Beast starts disarming the nuclear missiles. Rogue and Wolverine look for Gambit. Amelia finds the videotape showing Cortez killed Magneto and shows it to the population of Asteroid M.
It's like got edits in the tape.
I love it.
There's like
The
shots
reveal.
from outside the space station. It's like, oh, who cut this together for you?
Where'd you get this other footage? First of all, where are these cameras?
Yeah, it's like someone sent me this video the other week of like a whole bunch of people, like guys in business suits, talking about eating kids and how it was a reasonable idea. But it was cutting between like 3 or 4 angles, and they were a little cinematic. So even though it was really lo-fi, I was like, this has to be some shitty movie.
Yeah.
Because there's multiple angles, and just real life doesn't do that.
No.
The multiple, like the second angle, if there's multiple angles, is a security camera, and it happens in the fucking corner, right? Oh yeah,
She's just too much. Dula Peep.
show the world Dula Peep so that we understand what. Wow, you're super good with the internet.
Yeah, I am.
You like get on tilt it so.
I don't use Zoom.
Hmm.
When I was locked in my house during the pandemic, no one wanted to talk to me.
Anyway, that's a very lovely picture of Dula
Yeah,
Lipa. She looks very
pretty
good.
great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back on Earth, Magneto appears to have survived Cortez firing his living quarters into space as he has crash landed into a desert on Earth. He materializes back into solid form in front of some shocked Arab shepherds. Vo frees Gambit, so Cortez fires all of their missiles. Xavier is unable to stop them all. With the Earth's magnetic field sustaining him, Xavier is unable to stop them all. With the Earth's magnetic field sustaining him, Magneto gets back to Asteroid M, disarming all its missiles so that Cortez can't fire them. Magneto then apparently kills Cortez and blows up his asteroid, allowing time for all the mutants inside to escape back to Earth. Xavier asks Vo to join the X-Men, but she doesn't want a man. It is revealed that Apocalypse and Deathbird have saved Cortez from Magneto at the last minute. Our first hint at Season 4's major multi-episode event. Dun dun dun!
It is a cool reveal
Very
when
cool.
Apocalypse and Deathbird walk out of the shadows together.
Never mad.
They're like, oh, okay, these are two different threads and they're coming together, and Apocalypse is always cool. And yeah,
Apocalypse is always cool, even if his movies aren't.
yeah. But like we saw that he won in the last situation that he
Yeah.
ran into the X-Men in. So he's crushing it. I don't think you saw that episode actually.
Nope.
We'll
And
get you-
Apocalypse is an eternal. Is that right?
external.
External. Mm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's gonna live forever until someone kills him.
Forever.
I do like the scene where like Vo and Gambit kind of have Cortez in custody or intending to take him into authorities, and Magneto just bursts in and just like, fuck this guy. He's out. It's great. It's a great moment. He's like,
one.
good fucking close up of his anger. I think that's the one that I really like, the close ups, and they kind of get it right, get to the better animation in the second episode. However, I don't think the second episode is as well written. It just kind of jumps around a little bit. There isn't so much a clear main character. Maybe Xavier.
Yeah. I would say like this one I liked less, but
I still liked it.
as a two-parter, I really enjoyed it together. However, if we were judging them individually, the first part was definitely better.
Yeah, so like I give this one a 7 and the first one a 9. It
I was
comes
gonna go
together with a juicy
7.5.
8 in the middle, you know.
Yeah.
What about you, Benny?
6.69. It's fine.
Okay.
It's good. It had to be made, they had to be a two-parter.
Yeah, it actually did justify its size with
Hmm.
plot.
I think they had an episode and a half full of stuff, and they made it into two. And I think
Yeah,
that's,
there could have been more character moments, I think, to tie things together. Like
yep,
Rogan Gambit are just kind of doing the same exact thing all episode long.
yeah,
Wolverine's good.
yep. Oh, absolutely.
Wolverine's crushing it.
Hmm.
Again, like the costumes are really dope. Maybe it's a 7.5 just because the costumes
Yeah,
are
that's
really,
honestly
they
that
don't make sense.
that extra 0.5 came from costumes for me. So that, yeah,
It's fine. Yeah, it's a show about cool looking stuff.
absolutely.
We'll move on to Nightcrawler, written by Len Uhley. Or Uhley?
This was a great time in history.
Oh, May 13, 1995. Montel Jordan's This Is How We Do It is number one. Fucking great song that everyone's still like. It's crazy to me that that song was actually number one. It seems too underground and hip
I
to have been.
genuinely, I heard it like 3 weeks ago at a club. Like it's still,
It's
this song
still bangs.
gets played. Yeah.
It's like Just a Friend and stuff. Like
Hundred
never goes
percent,
out of style.
100%. Jump around.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
This one's a good song though.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Like almost any 90s rap song with that like boo wee beely doo doo stuff in it is just always gonna slap like
Golden Age. It's called
forever.
Golden Age for a reason.
One
That's
hundred
never
percent.
gone away.
And that's what,
There's no
like,
other Golden Age.
people clown on MC Hammer for what he sings, but he is fucking talented, and the production behind MC Hammer's songs is so good. Like, you can't touch this as a
You
standalone
can't touch it.
song. You can't. It's untouchable. Yeah.
So the number one movie at the box office was Crimson Tide. Probably one of the best examples of Quentin Tarantino as a script doctor making a movie fucking crack.
Yeah.
The dialogue between the soldiers, they're all talking about comic books and all this stuff. It just feels so
You
real.
just can't give him any artistic direction.
Yeah. Just have him punch up other people. Have him go back to being a script doctor. That's
Ugh,
cool.
that's
Like
where
that's
he shines.
yeah, he really knows how to make dialogue work.
Nobody has to keep their shoes on. Nobody has to feel weird.
And you just got like Denzel
It's-
Washington and Viggo Mortensen and Gene Hackman all fucking yelling at each other all movie long. It's incredible.
And then you have two things that started franchises that
Now,
really,
these were already in theater. They weren't coming out that weekend.
I know, but these are two movies that are still enduring today. They're making another Friday as we speak. There's another Friday in production.
and there better be another Bad Boys because
There
Bad
has
Boys
to be.
4 is the best Bad Boys.
Okay, but I really hope they go with the Fast and the Furious method where they keep getting more insane.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I want
They're in for Bad 5.
100%.
We should be leveling up big and bringing in other people to interact with Martin Lawrence
100%.
to further push Will Smith into the way because he's the Paul Walker of this franchise.
It
It is
back
Martin
to
Lawrence's show.
go
at
back
this
to the
point.
first
And
movie and
Bad
find
Boys
anybody.
4, incredible film.
Go back to the first movie, find anybody who's still alive that they haven't dragged back yet.
Hell yeah.
Boom.
She still got it. Nightcrawler starts out with kind of like a recreation of that Frankenstein, like the villagers chasing somebody away opening scene. I believe that the James Earl version
Nightcrawler.
starts that way. Could be totally wrong in remembering something.
You're about to hear my German accent, and it is bad. But it's going to come out a lot this episode.
What hath I unleashed? So anyway, this demon is the Nightcrawler, who everyone has been waiting for. Probably the most popular character from the overall X-Men canon that hadn't appeared at this.
The Nightcrawler.
And he doesn't disappoint. So we get that intriguing opening, and it's like, oh, okay. Everyone recognizes Nightcrawler. He was in the video game. He was in the first version of the cartoon. He was one of the most popular characters in the comics. But he just happened to have been moved over to this other team book at the time. So he wasn't in the X-Men comics anymore, even though it was like the core of it in the 80s. Him and Kitty Pryde and later Colossus were moved over to this English team called Excalibur and used to basically like sell their own another comic book. It was essentially like being sold on Nightcrawler's popularity. It's like, Nightcrawler, you're so good, here, have your own team. Kind of like Cable has his own team.
I don't really think that there's ever. Sorry, I don't think there's ever been a bad version of Nightcrawler. Like, I don't think anybody
Yeah, there's
who's
so many
taken
interesting
on the
ways to
mantle.
spin him.
like you have Alan Cumming, who is so fucking good, and then directly you have the actual German child from the prequels. No, the actual. I don't know
I
if he
thought he was
looks like it.
Australian. Cody Smith
He does
McPhee?
a fucking great German accent.
Yeah, like it's the kid from Power of the Dog.
No way.
Hmm.
Oh wow. That okay, that's actually even more impressive.
I mean,
I should
Australia
double
is
check all
right
this to
next
make
to
sure that's
Germany.
But
correct.
yeah, I've never seen like I have been disappointed with X-Men on film because I've seen what January Jones did. Um
Yeah. Yeah,
and we better get a
that was
new
right.
Emma Frost immediately.
Oh yeah, the world needs an
Like,
iconic Emma
holy
Frost.
shit.
It's crazy that she was actually in the very first X-Men movie, Generation X, and still they have not managed to master. They've tried a few times,
Ugh.
and
Because the character is one of my favorites. The character is so good, but that's what we got.
well, we'll probably get a very good Emma Frost in the
I would
MCU
hope.
because I think that their plan, like, I believe that they have a 5 movie Phoenix plan because Sadie Sink is tied in for 5 movies, and at this point, the whole internet is convinced that she is the Phoenix. If I turn out to be wrong here, well, so's the whole internet. Um, and then I think he could move on to the White Queen, which is what happens in the comic books. So, like, get someone real big in there, someone that probably is about 20 now, so that she's 30 by the time they're ready for her. I don't even know who those actors are. I don't pay attention to actors that age. Oh wait, are you thinking about McKenna Grace?
No, I'm thinking about the young blonde trans girl, not Hunter Schafer.
There's more than one young blonde trans girl.
Shh. I'm going in.
Whoa, what about Sabrina Carpenter's Wario? Put a
Oh.
blonde wig on her.
we what about Sabrina Carpenter though? Because if we're
I
going
don't know if I could buy her as evil. She's just so sweet.
I
She's too
mean
sweet.
acting.
I mean, yeah, maybe she's really got like the chops for it.
Yeah.
We'll see when she eventually does a double host on SNL because
Again.
that's coming in the pipeline
Again.
for sure. What? It happened before?
Oh yeah.
Oh, how was it?
It was great.
I
It,
was so
it happened
stoned.
about 6 months ago.
High out of my mind.
We
Caster.
were right here.
They did
Oh, that's very.
that sketch with the espresso song.
Domingo.
Domingo, yeah.
She wasn't Domingo. Yeah.
She was the original Domingo.
Mhm.
What?
Yeah,
Then that was
He
way
was
more
in
than
the
six
original
months
Domingo,
ago.
yeah.
yeah, that was more than 6 months ago. That was when she was just the musical guest.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's just. Yep. So, for some reason, Rogan Gambit are on a romantic skiing holiday with Wolverine.
You know what? This right here, nothing has convinced me more that these people are all fucking on the low than what happened here. This was
I think
almost
Wolverine's a career third.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
like 100%. Like it's remember how I told the story about Scooby-Doo, that Daphne and Velma popping out wearing each other's pajamas the other day? There's no heterosexual relation. There's no heterosexual
And as we all
explanation
know,
for
there
that.
was literally lesbian kisses cut out of the first Scooby Doo movie, and
Yeah,
there was like a PG-13 version of that film that was shot and completely changed into the G version that we
and like
sort of
what's
know. I watched it once 20 years ago, and when I found out the villain was Scrappy Doo, I was like, I'm not watching this shit again.
the movie is outstanding.
I should check it.
It is like
Gunn has it.
James Gunn did his big one on that one, and like that's a movie I consider to be biblically accurate casting.
Oh
Like
yeah,
there is
they nailed
no
it too hard.
like it's like watching a cartoon that somebody made with AI.
I saw this meme that said that Fred walks so that Ken could run.
100%.
Very accurate. Like
100%.
Fred is the
Freddie
blueprint for
Prinze
what
Jr.
Gosling's doing in Ken.
100%. What Freddie Prinze Jr. is kind of the blueprint for hot dumb guy. Like he hot dumb nice guy.
And the reason that he's good at that is because he's actually smart. Like he is a good writer. He wrote for the WWE for
Yeah.
5 years and like contended with Vince McMahon and shit.
And so he can get up there and be like, I am a fucking idiot. But he's not. And that's acting.
Yeah.
Ashton
Driving
Kutcher did
voice
that
actor
too,
too.
really well.
He does so much voice acting now. You
And
probably
his-
don't even realize how many times you've heard him perform.
And his wife keeps getting more beautiful and more funny.
Yeah, she's crushing it. She's really arriving into a new era of her power, I think.
Go see Ready or Not 2. Here I come.
Yeah, Ready or Not to Here I
Here I
Come.
come.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good movie. For
Which is what
sure.
Wolverine says to Rogue while Gambit sits in the chair in the corner.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if like there's someone sitting in the cup chair and they just pull out a notebook at the end? Like, I actually have some notes.
So Gambit
You've done
causes an
pretty good, Wolverine, but I got some ideas for next time.
Keep those claws in there.
Gambit causes an avalanche because he's a dumbass, and they get saved by the monks in the chapel nearby that just have.
Whoa.
And this chapel just happens to be obviously where Nightcrawler lives, and he is. Turns out that he's one of the monks living in secret, and they're protecting him. But one of the other monks is racist and evil, despite living with the guy and knowing him, and like he's the kind. Like Nightcrawler is just depicted as the kindest, like the best Christian, the kind of Christian that if
Mhm.
all Christians were like this, nobody would have a fucking problem whatsoever with any Christians. He's just really nice and generous and forgiving, and he's preaching understanding.
He also is blue, and we can't have that.
Yeah, no, he's covered in blue
And he's got
fur,
a
which
devil tail.
Yeah.
Nice
yeah.
hair.
And we see in a flashback he gets dropped off a waterfall by his mother, and the audience sees, he doesn't know this, but the audience gets to see that his mother is Mystique. So the blue fur is really her fault.
That's
Yeah,
funny though when like they were at dinner and they're like, Rogue, could you put on a monk's robe? The other monks are getting kind of horny.
funny as shit.
Yeah. Basically, just like, Ro, can you put those tits away? You are making the monks very uncomfortable. Or a little too comfortable.
Just the shape of them being visible under her clothes is just
Yeah,
too much.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, Gene, sorry, Rogue, are you aware you have breasts?
That's a crime here.
They've never seen those.
Yeah, so Reinhardt has gone down to the village and tells everybody that the demon is actually living in the chapel among monks. He just gives everything away
Dick.
because he's a fucking dick. The villagers march up to the chapel, Frankenstein style. The chapel catches fire, and in all of the commotion and confusion, Nightcrawler saves Reinhardt's life anyway, which causes him to have like a Scrooge come to Jesus moment where he's like, "Oh, okay, like you are a good guy after all. Oh
You
my
saved
god,
my life. Maybe you are worth living.
maybe I shouldn't have been trying to burn you down."
Yikes.
There's some interesting fire effects, like they use real fire and they're editing that in with it, which gives it an intensity. It's a little cheesy today, but it still is cool.
Absolutely.
They actually heavily edited, advertised that the fire was going to be in this episode because this was basically presented as the season finale of the third season in the airing of it. So, like at the end of the Phoenix Saga season, this is what you saw. Even
Oh,
though
that's
this was
right.
an early fourth season episode, it was presented as the end of season
Yeah,
3.
you gave me the episode list and I thought I was having a fucking stroke.
Yeah, yeah, full on seizure. That's why you can kind of do what you want with the order of the episodes.
And oh yeah, there he is. I was like, Ben just disappeared.
Ben's
There's
dead.
no one there
He
anymore.
disappeared. I'm back now. I had a question. What the hell was Nightcrawler trying to do to Gambit in the bed? Like he had that weird bottle with
I
this
have some
stuff.
ideas. None of them
Yeah.
are appropriate.
Oh.
Let's just stop there. Um. So anyway, then we cut to Wolverine, Gambit, Rogue going to Paris to finish their vacation.
Are you happy
But-
to be in Paris?
But then the episode kind of brings everything into focus because all through the episode, Nightcrawler has been saying to Wolverine, like, God is very good and forgiving, and Wolverine's perspective is that God has abandoned mutants, so to hell with God. But Nightcrawler opens him up to the possibility that there's more to it than that and invites him to read some scriptures. Very complex feelings for me. As a kid, I really hated this episode because I was going through my process of divorcing myself from Catholicism, which is more like about what the Catholic Church is. I don't really vibe with what it has done in God's name, etc. I'm kind of an agnostic. I don't have a defined opinion on all of this stuff. So coming to it more as a grown up, I feel like it's kind of like beautifully done and respectfully done. That the episode isn't telling you that God is real or anything, but just saying like, hey, like maybe you just don't understand everything about these religions, no matter what you feel about them.
And like I think having Nightcrawler's perspective on this, because a lot of the time it's a mutant with cute powers trying to explain to a mutant with absolute dog shit crazy powers
Yeah.
that their life is not that bad because they're a mutant. And like here, Nightcrawler's like, it's actually not that bad. They think I'm a literal fucking demon. I am in hiding right now, and life can be okay. And so like it is like Storm trying to tell that to Rogue. It's like, yeah, you're you are valid just like me. It's like, lady, you can make lightning come out of your hands. I have killed everything I've ever touched.
Yeah, yeah. So Nightcrawler is like one of those people that you would think would have every reason to be bitter, and yet he is not. He's joyful and
Because like, yeah,
willing to make sacrifices.
Wolverine has a reason to think that God's abandoned him.
Yeah, his power makes him experience incredible pain and never be able to die.
Yeah.
Like living is maybe a curse for him at
He's
this
all
point.
like, and yeah, like he's he got experimented on. He wasn't born a mutant. They made him one.
No, he was born a mutant. That's
Well,
Deadpool was not born
there
from
we
an
go.
alternate.
Thank you.
But they did make him have an adamantium skeleton.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
they
he was
pressed that
not
on it.
born with that.
They fucked up his bones. And you don't
they
fuck
fucked
with
up my
people's bones.
bones.
Oh. And now I have bonitis. Okay.
Okay.
Ben, what do you give this episode? Numbers.
Yeah, Nightcrawler. It's like I thought Nightcrawler was so cool, and then starts getting into all that Christian stuff. And I mean, it's a good message, but he's like really, really proselytizing a lot.
The
So
Alan Cumming Nightcrawler is
yeah,
also very religious.
Right. Yeah, I noticed that actually because Alec and I are watching the X-Men movies in chronological order right now, and we have just gotten to the 2000 X-Men, and I'm like, huh, you're pretty Jesus-y in this one, eh, Alan
Mm,
Cumming?
yeah. I kind of like the younger Nightcrawler better because he's just having fun.
But
And
from what I'm hearing, Alan Cumming has what like Alan Cumming went back and studied his old performances and the other kids' performances and have kind of blended it for his return.
sweet.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not taking myself so seriously this time. I
Love
was like,
that.
I should hope not. You're in your fucking 50s.
Supposed to be a swashbuckler too.
Yeah.
Junior Alan Cumming.
Yeah, in the comic books, Nightcrawler is a little bit more famous for like being a guy who loves pirates and fights with a sword
Great.
than this.
He's been on the traders for 6 years. He is basically a pirate.
Okay. I so I give this one an 8. I do recognize that like the uncomfortable feelings about Christianity are fair and valid, but I just think like for what it is, it does that pretty well. I also just really feel like the what they do with Nightcrawler overall works really well. So I dig it. I recommend watching the Nightcrawler episodes. If anything, it gives you more to think about than a cartoon would from
Mhm.
this era. You know?
And it's not like yeah, I'm gonna agree with you there. I'm gonna give it an 8.5 because it's one of the only things from this era that doesn't make religion uncomfortable for me.